Have you got questions? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Alright.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty alright. I'm pretty good. Chilling.
When did you first come to Australia?
First came to Australia in 2018 with my mum and my sister. And we originally lived in Perth, but then we moved down to the southwest after 3 months.
What did you think of Australian high school?
It was cool. It was a lot more chill than British high school. People just seemed to be a lot more relaxed. The teachers were a lot nicer and they actually cared about the students a bit more.
Do you like it here?
Yeah, so much more than the UK. The UK just felt like just depression in the air. It was crazy, just dim and dull. And where I lived was in the country, so it was always wet and pretty gross. You saw people shooting up heroin under bridges and shit.
So do you work in Australia?
Yeah, I don't just do YouTube and streaming. At one point, I was working 2 jobs, one in a cafe restaurant as a barista, and one as a bartender at the local pub of where I live, because I needed money to save up, just to fund my dreams, you know, and to my life. So I was paying taxes. Perfect member of society, did nothing wrong. Haven't broken a law here. Haven't broken a law in the UK either. I don't think, at least.
Well, you have to be caught for it.
Yeah.
When did you first smoke weed?
I first smoked weed when it was in 2019 in Melbourne, when we went to PAX and we went to the Misfits party. I was outside and I just met Swagger Souls, and I can vaguely remember that he offered me a joint, and I was drunk as it was, yeah, I was just gone.
I will fuck G Fuel in the ass.
And I just smoked his joint, and I don't really remember feeling anything at all.
Do you like smoking marijuana?
Yes. It makes me feel a lot more, I feel like I can focus more when it comes to working and editing. I don't smoke too much where it's like I'm absolutely blazed every single day. It's more like just to keep me mellowed out. I have a lot of problems with anxiety and the way I look and the way I feel, and I don't like it. So when I smoke it makes me feel a lot more relaxed and a lot more, helps me focus on shit that I need to do instead of overthinking everything. And because I have a tendency of, when I'm working on something, to get distracted and think around everything else, that I not focus on my priority. Yeah, it just helps me just concentrate on one thing.
When did you find out that you had to take a drug test?
Found out 4 days before I was supposed to take the drug test. So what happened was I just finished editing a video and I decided, hey, I've finished my work for the day. So I thought I'd have a bong and just chill out, watch some TV or play some video games. I had a bong and I want some water, so I walked into the kitchen and I thought in my mind, I asked her, so what are they gonna, I went to my mum while she was watching TV, I asked her if she knew what was gonna happen at the medical and like what they were gonna do. Because originally I thought it was just gonna be like how much I weigh, how healthy I am, all that sort of stuff. But I didn't take into consideration that they'd look at my pee, my blood. That completely just went straight across my mind, which is completely on me. So stupid. Mum mentioned that they were gonna blood test. And I remember my friend Noah saying how THC stays in your blood for up to 3 months. if you smoke it daily, which is a long fucking time.
So what was going through your mind when you found out?
There was one point where I was at work and I was in a really bad mood because of everything. We had a bit of an argument at the house, in the kitchen with mum and sister because of how stupid I was. And there was a moment where I went into work like right after, and I wasn't in a good mood. And one of my co-workers asked me how I was and like what was wrong, and I nearly broke down. Nearly, but I managed to keep it together. But I was panicking a lot because I didn't want to leave this country.
How did you plan to get it out?
Sweating. I thought that maybe if I just worked out a lot and just sweated it all out, and just not touch the stuff and just drink nothing but water, no caffeine, no nothing, which is really hard for me because I drink loads of coffee and energy drinks.
You got a taser?
No, fuck off, no.
Alright. Okay. Oh, fuck you, that. Okay, I'm away. Alright, go on.
Dude, Jesus. What am I doing again? Running. Need to run. Get out. I'm getting changed.
I need some sports pants. I can hear you pressing the button.
Yeah, you're repping the squad. I gotta put my shoes on. I think the last time I went running was like 4 months ago. As if it had to happen to me. As if fucking as if they have to drug the time I start like getting into into drugs. As if that is the time when they have to drug test me, of course. So I guess this is the beginning of my journey into physical prowess. Do I just start running? Oh, it feels weird with the mic on. The mic on.
Are you naturally an athletic person?
I used to be. Being from the UK, football was massive. So I used to play that a lot with friends from school. When I moved here, because the sport wasn't that popular, I had a couple friends who played it, but didn't really continue it. And I kind of fell off my athletic streak, and I went into a whole lazy point. But then I picked up skateboarding, and that kind of helped me a little bit, but the pain from trying to land tricks and stuff just kind of stunted it, and then Corona happened, and I put on a bit of weight. I lost all athletic ability, at least compared to how I used to be. Water.
Serious update to provide the West Australian community. At about midnight last night, we received a positive COVID-19 test result. Beginning at 6 p.m. tonight, the whole Perth metropolitan area, the Peel region and the southwest region will be going into full lockdown.
What was your reaction when WA went into lockdown?
That shit was fucking amazing. That was the best feeling. First thing that came to my mind, my medical's gonna get pushed back. I went running to my mum and I was like, has the medical been pushed back? And she's like, I'll know by the morning. So I was just like hoping, I was just sitting at my desk, just absolutely hoping that it would be pushed to like at least when lockdown's over. And then the next day comes and she says, it's been moved to next Tuesday. And I was beyond happy because that just meant that I got an extra 7 days of just sweating and sweating and sweating and just trying to get it out, detoxing completely.
Unload. How do the kids from High School Musical do it?
Today's the day, baby. We gonna find out if I am officially a drug addict or not.
I don't know if it's just because I'm hungry or if it's nerves, but my stomach feels like I'm about to throw up.
How did you feel walking into the hospital?
Bro, hospitals scare the fuck out of me. The walls and stuff, everything's just beige or grey. Everyone around you is wearing masks. They had this weird ambient sound that was just like, it sounded like it was supposed to be calming, but once I'd been sat there for more than 2 hours waiting to go into to do all the tests and stuff, it was like insanity. It was just wah, wah. It was weird.
This came out of me.
And keep in mind that I hadn't smoked in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks. And I was a bit in my own head at that point. I was freaking out so much. I hate hospitals in general. Hospitals it's just death. That's all it is. It's just pure death.
How did you feel when you were doing the test?
The test, the doctor was really nice. When it came to the physical tests, I saw on his computer screen that he ticked no evidence of drug use. But he did loads of like body tests around my muscles and reflexes and stuff. And then when it came to the blood test, we had to go to a completely different sector of the medical center. The lady there, she freaked me out. She was so stern. I was trying to make conversation and trying to be a lot more nice about it and like trying to like, I'm a functioning member of society. I don't do drugs. But I think it went pretty well, honestly. Before I left, they told me that if anything was wrong, that I would find out by Thursday, and Thursday is today. If there was anything wrong, if it was okay, I would get a text saying that I was clean completely in my blood. But I don't know if they're like gonna send it today or tomorrow. They just said by Thursday. Unless there's like some freak accident where they drop my vial of blood and I have to go back in, which is very, very rare, especially when it comes to things as important as a temporary business visa or as a permanent residence visa. It's that, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
What do you think will happen if it fails?
I honestly don't know. I feel like at best I just would be denied the visa and I would have to stay on a working visa because they'd give you a delay time of like, hey, you've already applied for it, you failed, you have to wait like 1.5 years for it to apply again, which I feel like would be at best. You know, it's still pretty bad because then I'd have to get another visa. But the thing that freaks me out the most is that my visa is attached to my entire family. So it's like, I don't know if I fail, am I going to affect my whole family's business visa, which would make my dad go absolutely insane and would kind of freak my mum out as well because I just ruined everything. And we'd have to sit here for another 2 years on a working visa. Yeah, I think that's the main thing that I worry about if it came back positive with THC in my blood, like heavy amounts. So I just got a text from the doctor and looks like we're pretty clean. I ain't got shit in my body.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty happy. Fucking, it's like a stress has just been lifted off my entire shoulder.
So all I can say is fucking great. I'm still here and I'm staying. I ain't going nowhere. Fuck you, Australian government.
Welcome to my reality, I'm faded. Don't know where I am, but life is what you make it. Not sitting at my sofa, sitting at my desk, dealing with work and reaching dreams, causing major stress. Can't deal with it no more, I just wanna hide. All I wanna do is entertain and feel the vibes. Serving drinks isn't what I'm supposed to do. If this keeps going, I'ma be in an institute.